Hello, my name is Jenny Cornsweet and I'm a senior. I'm majoring in film studies and strategic communications with a minor in video art. So I started dancing when I was 3 years old in California, and I remember in our carpool there was this girl who lived next door to us, and we would always drive her to dance practices after school, and she would get ready in the backseat of her car, put her hair up and everything, and I just thought it was so cool. And I used to go in before we had to leave and watch all the dancers doing a ballet class, so that's kind of how I got interested in doing dance, since I wanted to be cool and be a dancer like our next door neighbor. And then as far as getting interested in choreographing, I've always just made up stuff in my room when I was little. I used to make my brothers be a part of it and put on little shows for my family. I really started taking it more seriously at the end of middle school and at the start of high school. I really started enjoying creating a story through dance, and I've just kind of grown since then. So this past summer I did a study abroad in London. I did an internship and I took a couple classes, but I was able to travel to a bunch of different countries, and I was able to go to Germany, which is a place I've always wanted to go to. And while I was there, my friends and I visited a concentration camp, and we also went to a couple Jewish memorials and museums while we were there. And especially going to the concentration camp just really hit home for me. I am personally Jewish, but some of my friends were not, and just whether you are or aren't, the Holocaust is just such a broad topic that hits home for a lot of people, just because it's not just a religious thing, it's just a human thing, which is very difficult to even process. So just being there and standing where those events actually happened was very moving for me. And after I kind of processed it a little, I just thought that I wanted to have a way to express what I was feeling, and maybe not through words, but definitely through dance, which is how I like to express my feelings anyway. So I decided to choreograph a dance to music from the movie Schindler's List, which I've seen quite a few times and always really moves. Dance, I'm having everyone wear gray dresses, kind of like the movie, how everything is in black and white until at one short part in the movie a little girl shows up in a red coat. So I have a red sheer scarf that we each kind of pass around during the dance, and basically I told my dancers that they could either see it as a sign of hope or as a sign of anything just terrible that they think about when they think of the Holocaust. Because while I was at the concentration camp, and whenever I've learned about the Holocaust in the past, I've seen how much false hope people were given. They were told that something good was going to happen to them, and that they're being brought to a certain place for a certain reason that was supposed to help them, but in reality their world was changing for the worst, and they may not have even known that was happening. So just kind of using that as a way to think about what it would have been like to experience that, and using the prop as a symbol for that. Different teaching this dance compared to other dances I've choreographed and taught in the past. It was a little more difficult coming up with choreography. I really went back to my time when I was actually in the concentration camp, when I visited in Germany, and just thinking about all the stories there and trying to think how I can convey that through dance movements. But just being in rehearsals, I usually like to have a lot of fun in rehearsals and like people talking and bouncing ideas back and forth, and just kind of having a good time while getting everything done. But I realized from the first rehearsal that it was going to be a lot more mellow than I was used to, so that was kind of not hard to process, but it took some getting used to, but I feel like it was good because it got me in the mindset that I needed to be in to teach, and my dancers in the mindset to really take on this story and think about what each movement meant to them and how it would mean to the audience.